Yo, what is up? This is your boy Guru back with another video, and we've done a video on every clan war reward tank out there, but we've not done one on the Chieftain, so which is why I wanted to do this today. The Chieftain T95 FV4201. There's a couple of variations of this, but we are doing the clan war reward one because this is the only one that's been out for the mass public. Anyway, I'm comparing this tank to the Object 277, the WZ1115A, and the Super Conqueror, and that's because you can't really compare this to just the Super Conqueror itself, because Super Conqueror is really slow and this thing is really fast. This thing does 46 kilometers an hour forward, 15 in reverse, while the Super Conqueror only does 34 forwards and 12 reverse. Of course, the 277s and the 5A is slightly faster. 277 is 55 kilometers an hour forward, while the 5A is 50 kilometers an hour. It's not much difference. If you race them side by side, they're not going to be much difference. Now in this game there is no artillery, which is why I like to take this position out here. I can hull down slightly, and I can take this position up here to shoot these guys up here if I can get some kind of angle, of course. Now this thing's gun 440 alpha damage, and the standard shells have 270 penetration, while the premium rounds have 322 penetration. They're both APCR. That's the good part about it. Theoretically, I've seen it done before. A lot of people get away with just using the standard APCR shells on random battles, but of course in the Clan Wars configuration you're gonna run full premium rounds on this thing, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. Now what is special about this tank compared to the rest of the other heavy tanks that are super popular, like the 277 5A and the Super Conqueror? Well, what are they known for? They all have great hull down armor. That means they have all great turret armor, but this one has the granddaddy of all turret armor. This thing has 350 millimeters of armor frontally, and it is sloped. 350 is a lot better than the 5A's 300. It's a lot better than the 290 millimeters of the 277, and it's a lot better than the 279 millimeters of the Super Conqueror. 350 millimeters, it's where we're at right now, which means if you can hull down on this thing and just showing the turret, you are in good shape. Plus also you have 10 degrees of gun depression, which means it has a lot more penetration, gun depression than the 277, which has 5.5 degrees. The 5A has 7 degrees of penetration, and the Super Conqueror has 10 degrees of penetration. So what you're getting in the 4201 Chieftain is better mobility than the Super Conqueror, better hull down capability than the 5A or the Super Conqueror combined. This thing has 10 degrees, remember. Oh, I'm trying to get that T110E5 there, but looks like I'm going for his tumor, his huge ass cupola, which is exactly what I'm doing now. We're down on this game. It doesn't look good for us, but I'm going to gamble on those guys behind us, which is the FV, and there's two tanks there behind us that near the base. I'm gonna count on them to snipe for us. And basically what you're doing is, when you're in this kind of position out here in El Haluf, and you have some kind of a hull down tank, try to hold this position as long as possible, because you can count on those guys at the back to punish these guys that are poking over. Look, the Type 5 on the right, he tried to poke over and he paid a huge price, and he's poking over again and he's dead. I took one for the team there, but here comes the cavalry. The E100 is here, and we have enough to hold them here. And in actual fact, we're actually wearing them out because we have the shit barn at the back helping us snipe and take out these guys. Now we've turned this around from a huge deficit, and now we are 2 tanks ahead. I've taken one from the FV4005 there, which I shouldn't have, but I didn't count on him being there. But I managed to finish off this guy, and I've already done over 4,000 damage here just by holding this position and using my turret to bounce a lot of shells. Now I don't have the bouncing thing indicator on to show how much I've bounced, but I will turn it on in a second. This game is almost over now. We are ahead by 2, and it's only that IS-7, this FV, which I completely missed. I had HE for him as well, but that's too bad. I completely missed him. And I took another one from the FV. Thankfully he didn't bounce, but I'm gonna load the HE shells and see if I can finish him off. But the other guy shows up, so I'm gonna shoot him instead. I'm fortunate that he missed me, and this guy is gonna breathe on me and I will die. I have absolutely no more HP, so I'm gonna try and survive for as long as I can in this game. I have no other choice. I have no other play. I'm gonna leave it to these guys with the actual HP to take the front lines. I've been in the front long enough. I've got no more HP, so I will try to survive instead, and I will try and shoot this guy in the back, but looks like they finished him off. I've done over 5,000 damage, and that's not the big part about this game. 5,000 damage is no big deal, of course. Obviously this isn't a 10,000 game, but I just wanted to highlight to you what the possibilities and the potential of the Chieftain is, the FV4201. It has the mobility of a 277, it has the mobility of a 5A, it has better gun depression than the 277 or the 5A. It has the same gun depression as the Super Conqueror, but it has greater frontal turret armor. So you want to put this tank in the position where you can get make use of the frontal turret armor and have that facing your enemies. And just in a minute I'm going to show you exactly what is the difference between this tank and all the other tanks out there. I'm gonna enable the log and show you how much block damage I have. Yes, you're looking at this right. I blocked almost 3,000 damage just from that frontal armor. So this game is already over. Done about 5,000 plus damage and blocked about 3,000 with my frontal turret armor, which is what this tank is all about. It has a little bit of mobility. You can wiggle a little bit, you can flex, you can get into positions, you can change positions if you have to. You can use your gun depression and use the frontal of your turret armor to block stuff and gain an advantage for your team, and that's how you utilize this tank. Hull down all the way. I got the steel wall there because I blocked the most damage, obviously, nearly 3,000 damage, and top gun, I guess, not top gun but top damage. Got a first class for it. Not a bad game. Certainly not the best games. Could have done better, but I'll take it. I'm happy with it, and that's what you get from the Chieftain. So remember, in your next tank pick, if you ever get into clan wars where you can select a tank, a Chieftain might be useful for you if you like the hull down plays of this tank. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.